Welcome back to Trumbull Valley, where it's always a war zone. Right now we've got a weird thing going on with a juggernaut just barely kind of inside watchtower range, and everybody's shooting at him. He's not dying. It's taking forever, and you know what? I need to get out of here. IzzBee has asked me for help.
I'm headed your way. Hold the fort.
Yeah, I guess I got nothing else on my schedule. Where do you need us, Iz?
Wait, you're coming too? I guess that's okay. Anyway, meet me in Spencer's Mill for the details.
Oh, wait a minute. Before I go, I should really equip myself a little better. Character's not in the best shape. So let's
Almost out.
heal up.
Anyone free over there? We can use some help.
Grab some of this. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. We have all the ammo we are going to have, so... Oh, wait, and some heals. Let's grab some heals. Okay, the Bunny Lord is ready. Let's go. Which car do we want to take? Maybe this one? Or are we doing on gas? Kind of okay. Oh, wait, we got some stuff. Hold on. Let's put this stuff away. I'm hearing a feral. Not sure if the feral's hearing me yet. Oh, we don't have room in the storage for ammo. We're still upgrading our storage. Well, I guess there's only one thing to be done about that. Make a bunch of ammo. Okay. So let's head over to where IzzBee wants us to be. So yeah, so I am playing on the day after we launched update 26.1, the Homecoming hotfix. And one of the hotfix items that I mentioned in my episode that I did about that was that this third IzzBee mission no longer repeats endlessly. So this is the perfect time for me to go and play it because, you know, I didn't want it to repeat endlessly. So I'd love to see the perfectly, you know, fixed version of it that's working the way it was intended, and I can just pretend that I didn't accidentally leave the wrong variable referenced in a Fate deck and cause this to happen. So we'll just act like, you know, nothing was ever wrong. It'll be fine. So yeah, so IzzBee has been avoiding Chavez for all this time because she's got tons and tons of guilt over a plan that she had for something awesome that she was going to do at Jurassic Junction that went really horribly and got some friends killed. And she just doesn't want to talk to her friends anymore. She wants to disappear into her work and, you know, basically only be friends with a robot for the rest of her life. You know, CLEO is someone that, you know, she can maybe more safely relate to than other humans. But Chavez doesn't want her to keep torturing herself, and so he's really trying to sort of break through her shell and get her to, you know, accept that it wasn't her fault. She had good intentions, and bad things happened, and I don't know. That feels like a really worthwhile lesson, even though Chavez comes across in the early missions as a little bit stalkery, and if there had been any kind of like romantic tension between them, it would be kind of a no-no. But they've only ever been friends. There's never been any kind of romance or anything between them, so you really, you know, I think by the end of this mission series, you really understand that Chavez is a good friend who's trying to help IzzBee, who's like running away from all these, you know, feelings of guilt that she has.
Secret about the signal I decrypted.
And he wants her to resolve them.
It was a Red Talon signal, all right, but they were sending it to CLEO.
CLEO? Who's CLEO?
Long story, but the point is, these drops were ordered like months ago. CLEO was just waiting for confirmation on the final destination, which is what we're about to do.
I don't understand half of what you're saying, but I trust you.
Over here.
So
Where you at, Iz?
this is
I'm on the
another...
roof. Stronger signal up here.
You do know this place is crawling with muertos, right?
It's not. It's not, and that's a bug. This place is supposed to be
Hey, you
crawling
made
with
it.
muertos.
Nice. I've input the final authorization code. I just have to hit send. Ready to see what Red Talon ordered from CLEO?
What the hell? Let's do this.
Okay, good. Chavez made it. I was worried that Chavez might have been like trying to run from his house or something like that. Occasionally, when we teleport a character to a location, they fail to get there and end up sort of running from far away. I was nervous we'd encountered that, but it sounds like Chavez is just downstairs.
So, you ready to call down a rain of loot drops from our pal CLEO? All right. I'm authorizing CLEO to make the drops in 3, 2, 1.
Should something be happening?
Wait for it. It worked! You guys, it actually worked!
I never had any doubt.
Well, let's not just stand around. There's loot to collect.
All right, let's see if the zombies actually show up for this. I mean, I'm not going to complain
Chavez?
too much if they don't.
I'm surprised you'd even talk to me after everything that happened.
You back the fellow you thought was right for the crew. I respected that. We all did.
I don't understand how you can just accept this. My big idea got our friends killed.
Yeah, no zombies. So I've logged a bug about this, and we're going to investigate why sometimes for missions, zombies just don't show up. It's kind of a mystery. Oh, 44 Magnum. Nice.
That's a lot of stuff.
I really actually should have brought a vehicle with greater capacity. I wasn't thinking about it. So Corrupt Snake wants to know, is there likely to be another difficulty added after Lethal Zone? So I think that the 5 difficulties we have are plenty.
You didn't cause that fuel spill at Jurassic Junction. Or
Yay,
the fire.
3 zombies.
I forgave you a long time ago.
Better than nothing.
You're dead.
Oh, and a screamer. Well, the screamer helps.
I got nothing left to say about it. Only one left blaming you is you.
It's not dead yet.
Careful, incoming dead.
Take that. Okay, well, IzzBee is risking her life.
I'm tired of carrying this already.
All right, yeah, I'm already full up here. Do we have another good place to store? Oh wait, no, we've got the gun shop. We've got an outpost. We can drop some of this stuff off. Let's head over to the outpost, drop stuff off, and actually maybe pick up some gas for this car. Anyway, so Corrupt Snake was asking about a higher difficulty level. I meant to give him a more complete answer about that. So I don't think we're going to add a 6th difficulty level. I think we've kind of played out, what difficulty levels they're actually kind of good for. But that doesn't mean we'll never add anything that makes the game potentially harder or any sort of like customization options for your experience. We do have some ideas in mind. It just won't necessarily take the form that it's taken in the past. So, no specific promises to make there just because, I don't want to commit us to things to plans that could easily change. But, yeah, we do have ideas. Like, we have not forgotten that there are players who just want this game to get continually harder. And we want to make those players happy. So we'll do something. But the question of what exactly, I want to kind of leave that undefined. At least that's the current plan. And that's the thing. It's like, I always am nervous about talking about the future of the game because I can speak confidently about, vaguely what the things that we're thinking about and what we're considering and what we're, talking about. Almost anything that I believe right now we're going to do, we could easily run into problems or just new plans or new opportunities, something that changes the scenario. Oh, wait, I wanted to grab some more gas and a repair kit for this car. There's all kinds of things that we could do that could change the plans. So, the thing that I don't want to do is say something here and then somebody go, like, you promised that X and Y and Z were going to happen. Like, no, I didn't. I'm not promising anything. I'm just telling you what we're thinking about right now, what we want to do, and we'll see what we can actually pull off. Oh, hey there, Jedi Psych-Trix. Congratulations on class being over for the day. All right, you two, let's go pick up the shotgun shells and grab the last CLEO drop. And then maybe, while we're thinking about fancy loot, we can go over and see what the mysterious wandering
Dead
trader
over
has to
there, but
offer.
it doesn't see us yet.
Wait, so where exactly was that CLEO drop? Ooh, is it no longer marked on the map? Because we've already opened it? Nope. I forgot where we placed this. It was around here somewhere. But yeah, I mean, I know about the one that's north of my outpost. Oh, wait. Aha, okay. I had misremembered it. I thought it was closer to the trailer park. It was not. It was actually around this curve. Okay. And it even had an icon. I just was looking in the wrong place for it. Hello, all you zombies. You all can deal with the horde, right? While I grab the bullets. All right, the shells, I should say. What was that? Oh, the exploding CLEO drop, right. All right, now let's head over to the final one.
Okay. I said thank you for coming out here. Both of you.
De nada.
Don't stress it.
Alright, let's have it. One last adventure for old time's sake. Let's do this.
What? We just shot a feral out of the sky. Nice. So just a little mission scripting thing. So you'll notice that... Oh, the zombies are lit green. The characters... that IzzBee fired off this conversation as we were approaching the final one. But we could have done these in any order. So what we had was...
I think that was enough excitement for me.
like a volume around...
Fun, Iz.
Oh wait, Chavez is talking. Let's let him
Nice
talk.
to see you smile again. And be sure to thank CLEO, whoever she is.
Sure thing. See you later.
Take care, S.A.
Yeah, so what we had to do was take the a volume around each of these supply drops and have all of them try to trigger that conversation, but only under the condition where you've already collected the other two drops.
Boring.
And that's kind of like trying to, in real life, of course, a human being can always tell, oh, well, this is the situation we're in, I should respond to this. But in a video game, these characters have no idea what's going on. They're just like little automatons being pushed around by scripting. And so, mysterious wandering trader is up there. Okay, cool. And so we have to just like use kind of convoluted logic to figure it out. Hey, IzzBee, you want to ride? I'm headed up your way. No? No? All right, fine. Here we go. Jedi Cytric says, "Oh great, now it's raining ferals." It's raining ferals. Hallelujah. It's raining ferals. I don't know the rest of that song. Wow, night feels kind of long, doesn't it? So one other change I did make based on one of these playtests was the rare skills trader. You know how the mysterious wandering trader, if you go to the wrong one of these locations, your character will say something and then find out that the trader isn't there, and then the icon will clear. But the rare trader wasn't doing that. I have now fixed it for a future update, that the rare trader will handle it correctly. Though
Too loud.
I guessed right the first time, so you didn't get to see the action, see that in action.
Got something for me?
Yeah, sure.
So what do you have that's special? Advanced choke. Ooh, advanced suppressor. I do like those. Can I just sell you a breaching hammer? Yeah, I'll probably just grab an advanced suppressor. I can make upgrade kits if I need to. I'll just grab that. That's all I need. See you later, Kyle. So I've got, yeah, I do have an outpost up here. Let's ride back to the outpost and drop off some of this stuff. Backkek is wondering if we're going to include human dismemberment in State of Decay 3. So obviously I'm not going to answer any specific question about State of Decay 3, partly because it's secret, and partly because a lot of the answers to those questions just are unknown. Like, we haven't decided yet what we're doing in a lot of these cases. Wait, I can drop off my rucksack. But that is actually something that I explored a little bit when we were designing State of Decay 2. It was too ambitious for, you know...
It's got a few gun racks, too.
It was too ambitious for the time and resources we had for State of Decay 2 because, you know, you got to animate a character really differently when they're running around, you know, with a missing arm or a missing leg. It's not as simple as just take the leg off and do all the same things. You know, it's people navigate the world differently when they're missing a limb. And so we couldn't just say, yep, the leg's gone. We do that a little bit with the zombies because they're meant to act in a slightly disconcerting way. Like, their movements are not meant to feel like normal human movements, so it's okay if we sort of, you know, skimp a little bit on that. But with a regular human who's meant to be, like, really come across as a compelling, specific character, that's just not going to fly. So, but we talked about it. You know, it was something that I love the idea of, for instance, having a character be dying of blood plague, and you don't have any cure, and the way to cure them is to cut their arm off. Like, that sounded like a really sort of potentially dramatic moment that could be really cool. But... yeah, it wasn't actually going to work out. So, again, all I can tell you is that I like the idea. I have no idea if that kind of feature is going to be the kind of thing that we can prioritize for a future game. It's hard to say because it'll always be expensive and it'll always be up against other things that, you know, maybe make a bigger difference but are much cheaper to create. So, you know, and that's the thing we're always looking for. It's not just a case of, like, you know, are the developers lazy? Do they have enough of a work ethic to put in all the cool features? It's every expensive feature that we put in means we're not including 5 or 6 cheap features. And there's a lot of cheap features out there that are really, really good and really helpful for the game. And so it's usually hard to say, you know, oh yeah, we should sacrifice a bunch of things that players will really, really like, put in this one crazy thing that, you know, maybe they want it, maybe they don't. So those decisions are always rough. So it's not when I talk about, you know, it being very hard or expensive to do something, that doesn't mean we refuse to do hard or expensive things. It's just they're competing with a lot of other stuff, and we got to set priorities. Now, if this was a world that had bionic limbs, that would actually be a lot easier. If you've got, you know, if you can replace arms with other arms that work just like the previous arms, that's a lot less expensive to do. But this is not that world. You know, the most crazy, weird, high-tech thing we have is CLEO. And the thing that I think makes CLEO fit is the fact that she's weird and mysterious. You know, like, she is meant to be kind of disconcerting and strange. You know, the way that Cogs keeps hinting that she's going to be like the Cylons or something. You know, like something high-tech and creepy fits into the zombie apocalypse better than something that's just high-tech and useful. Because really the vibe of the zombie apocalypse is less about sort of the science fiction-y or fantasy nature of it. It's more about kind of the disturbing, you know, horror nature of it, or you know, the part of it that makes you feel like you're not sure if you're going to survive because the world is more powerful and mysterious than you ever gave it credit for. Like, that's the vibe of the zombie apocalypse, and that's sort of the kind of thing that can work here. So it's kind of a genre thing, you know, like, if we were to include, like, bionic limbs and stuff, this would be Mad Max Fury Road, you know, and not the zombie apocalypse. So they've got different vibes to them. All right, so I've been using this card too much. It does not have nearly the carrying capacity of a vehicle that I should be using for regular supply runs. Oh wait, let's turn the lights off. That is how you turn the lights off. There we go. Oh no, out of room for materials. How are we doing with our base? Let's upgrade to fire safe storage. That's almost done. Is there anything else that needs to be upgraded? We've got a military clinic 2, which I think is like an infirmary 3. We've got a workshop 3. Salvage furnace? Sure. More parts from weapons. I like that idea. Yeah, I think we might have maxed this base out. We might have everything we need. Ooh, cramped barracks. And nothing that I can put in the cramped barracks. You know what we're really low on? Food. We have almost no food. I just haven't been prioritizing food at all. So the Alamo might have food, but probably not. That's an auto repair place. What are my food options around here? Marshall might be a little bit of a food desert. All right, so I've already got a Command Center 3 with the network transmitter in it. And so that means the only way I could get another outpost is probably by recruiting a Red Talon hacker, which I just don't have space for. So these are the outposts I've got. I'm starting to think that maybe
that's not a thing.
What I should do is, let's see, I've got plenty of fuel. So maybe I just don't need this fuel outpost, and maybe I should go grab myself a food outpost that I can level up. So yeah, I don't need that outpost here anyway, because I've already got the base here. Okay, so now we got a new infestation to worry about. But let's figure out, where do we want to have... Okay, there's a potential food outpost here at this huge ruined building. Maybe that's what we want. Okay, so let's go out one more time this session with the Bunny Lord. Let's go take out this infestation and then go after that outpost. And that's, you know, it's not going to be enough to feed our people, but it'll be something. It'll sort of like help bail a little bit until I figure out a longer term solution, because unfortunately the military base, it's got a lot of built-in stuff. It doesn't have a ton of flexibility. Actually, you know what? Another thing I could do. Actually, let's kill this zombie before I open the base screen. Again, I've got this auto shop here that I really don't need. Not really. As long as I've got plenty of toolkits, I can probably kill this thing. I've got a trader as a leader, which means that I can build and upgrade a farm all the way to the top tier. I think that's probably what I should do. So let's grab that food outpost. Try it. Whoa. The infestation cleared itself. Maybe because all the zombies spawned outside of it? Oh, we've got so many weird spawning issues. That's bizarre. Wow. Well, I guess while we're here, might as well see if there's any fancy stuff in these boxes.
Well, it's not much.
So yes, no, on the workshop will let me build toolkits.
Tracy, I've had a breakthrough.
Just not as
I'm
efficiently.
heading your way to deliver something that should come in pretty useful.
Did that actually just happen?
Ooh. Okay, yeah, so let's go claim this outpost, but I think Tresi Huerta might also be... She might also be a help with our current crisis. So yeah, let's get over... I'm not sure the best way to get across. I guess I should probably just head over here to the bridge. As I was to say, I wasn't sure the best way to cross the river. I think it is probably... Man, we really did just gum up the works here, didn't we? It is hard to navigate these roads. And that's for a reason, too. I mean, a lot of this mess on the roads is you know, faithfully rendered from the original State of Decay. And it was there because if you could drive too quickly from one cell of the map to another, you could get ahead of the game's streaming, and you could actually like gallivant off, like drive off a cliff into oblivion. And so, you know, or just have to stop the game for a loading screen, which is not something you want to encounter in an open world game. It kind of breaks the fantasy. So So a lot of the roads that people could use to speed between high intensity areas, we would block off, or I should say they would, because I wasn't working here at the time. They would block off with those barriers that are hard to drive past, so that players would have to slow down and give the level time to stream in. Batkek wants me to kill the hostile community. I'm not quite prepared to kill the hostile community yet. Last time I tried that, I lost a character.
All over it.
And I don't know if I'm ready to lose the Bunny Lord. Okay, so it says... There it is.
This is Ray Santos, reaching out to the folks living at the church in Spencer's Mill. I wanted to ask a favor. Can you pick up? Church of the Ascension, do you read me? Over.
All right, let's head home to Tressie.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Wait, did I mark my base? I didn't. Oh no, Tressie. Right, I'm driving the wrong direction. Okay, here we go. See you later, zombie. What? Again, what is the best way to get there? Batkek says they've never died to human NPCs, even on lethal. Well, congratulations. That is not a life story that I can share. I have actually, most of my most prominent deaths on my stream have been to humans. I had one episode a while back where I lost both of my favorite characters in the community to one hostile enclave encounter. Alright, so if I talk to Tressie once I get back, she might be ready to give me something that's good for my base.
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright.
Pretty good on supplies, for now. Well, that was
Tressie?
noisy.
Hello, Tressie. What do you have for us?
Here's a little something as a thank you gift.
A jug of Trumbull Valley Grow Chem.
My new invention transforms plague samples into a powerful fertilizer. Just install this wherever you grow foods or meds. Feed it some plague samples now and then, and your yield will be amazing. And if you need any extras, I could take care of that too.
Yay!
I'm gonna start supplying these to other communities in the area. I couldn't have done this without your help. On behalf of the entire valley, thank you.
Don't worry about it.
You take care of yourself.
Catch you later.
So we're going to start fertilizing our farm with plague samples. It's going to be great. I'm sure that food is going to be delicious. All right, so I can't install it yet. So, but my character's really tired. So maybe what we should do is grab one of our expendable characters. One of our bonus mechanics. Who is an engineer now. Let's load this guy up with some deadly equipment, and while we're waiting for our farm to finish, where are things? Okay. While we're waiting for the farm to finish, let's, maybe we'll go deal with those hostiles. So we want to carry a large caliber gun. 45 is large-ish. Probably the Scar H would be better. Actually, let's grab the Horde Breaker because it's just got higher capacity. And we've got some fancy suppressors. I don't know if that's necessarily... Well, we don't necessarily want a bunch of zombies to come rolling in, so... We'll do that. What about sidearm? Dillinger pattern 11? Sure. And napalm grenade. Why not? Set them all on fire. It'll be great. And of course, we need meds. I think that might be enough. But let's carry some backup ammo. I believe we've got some. Yeah. That's probably good. We'll be fine. Batkek wants to know if I'm looking forward to Dying Light 2. Yes, I am. So I really liked the original Dying Light. And, you know, I didn't play it all the way to the end because actually it was really hard and intimidating, and I would get into horrible fights with zombies and die all the time. And so it got difficult for me. And so I didn't play it all the way through. But I did really like it in theory, and so I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with Dying Light 2. It's interesting. I feel like they're setting it significantly after the zombie apocalypse, and they're having it. They're, you know, the storytelling looks like it's got a bunch of themes surrounding, you know, how do you rebuild society? What's the right way to do it? What are the best moral choices to make about the new world? And that's a fascinating topic for me, and so I'm really interested in seeing what they have to say about it. Open the door, you jerk. Really? Oh my gosh. Anybody left?
Yeah, all clear.
Looks like I got him. Well, this Hordebreaker is nice. I like it. Arctic Warrior. Okay, sure.
Holy hell, that's heavy.
Grab that. Another 1911. Sure, why not? We're probably good. Drop off the stuff I don't want to carry around. But we've actually got some gear that might be good for the next bunch. Though I think I might want to stop at one of my outposts. Actually, I think I remember I might have missed when somebody asked me what my first outpost does. The one that looks like it's got a really big shell as its icon. That actually unlocks an artillery strike. And maybe it would make sense for me to try to use the artillery strike in my next battle with some hostile folks. Well, let's check on, okay, the farm. It's almost done. All right. By almost done, I mean not really at all done. So yeah, let's head this direction. I'll stop off at that artillery outpost to pick up some more fuel because I'm nervous that the trekker's going to run low. And we can also drop off the items we picked up from those guys. So we got room to pick up items from the next guys we murder. Oh, Vrandik, I'm sorry you're falling asleep watching. I hope I'm not too boring. Oh, you're up all night playing State of Decay 1? Well, that's a perfectly good excuse. Alright, so... Oh yeah, I only kept the things in my hands that I actually wanted to keep, so let's...
Trustee Huerta?
Grab the gas.
This is Lily Ritter speaking to you on behalf of the network.
No!
We've heard about your new invention.
No.
It sounds like a wonderful gift to Trumbull Valley. I'd like to speak with you about the potential for a wider distribution. A much wider distribution. Yeah, I mean, yes, absolutely. Great. One of our local agents will be in touch. I look forward to meeting you. And on a personal note, thank you. The Valley means a lot to me, and I can tell you feel the same. Finally, some dang good news.
All right, let's head up to these people so that we can murder them. So Backkick, I am aware that there's a duplication glitch. Yes, we cleared up one source of it. Like we cleared up the ability to duplicate stuff, I believe, in was it a container? But we didn't fix it for car trunks or something. So yeah, we know that there's a duplication glitch, and it's on our list. We did fix the red talent operator duplication glitch, so you know, there's something. Cogs, I don't know if there is a special term for waypoints that disappear when you reach the destination. I think you just described them. Jedi Psychitrix, it's entirely possible that, yeah, that your computer would have told you that it installed State of Decay 2 when what it really did was install and update to State of Decay 2. That doesn't strike me as being unlikely. Okay, so this place has got some humans in it. And I would like to start out far away from them. Is that a person? Can't tell. Oh, there's a person. So running around in there. I'd like for them to come out.
Okay, now I'm definitely gonna kill you.
Turns out, if they stay inside, artillery's not that useful. So I didn't really have an occasion to use it. But they've got some good stuff. Mostly because they were military.
That's a lot to carry around.
Let's grab this other backpack. Cogs, we have thought about adding a toggle for whether or not your waypoints disappear when you go to them. I know that you're correct in recognizing that Milo would probably prefer it that way. It's just one of many things that we could do, and it's, you know, probably being prioritized behind a bunch of other stuff.
I was getting tired of sneaking around.
We actually went back and forth about what the native behavior should be for a really long time, because we had, you know, some developers who really felt like it should always disappear when you arrive, and some that felt really strongly that they shouldn't. That, like, as a communication tool in multiplayer, if there's for some reason you want, or it's partly for a communication tool in multiplayer, so you can mark a place and not have the marker just vanish the moment that somebody gets there.
I think I got something here.
Because if you wanted to use it to communicate something, it would be weird if it just vanished
That's a lot to carry around.
whenever you arrived. And also, for instance, there's some players who might want to mark a particular space consistently. Like, say, maybe they would want to mark their base, so they can always easily return to their base without needing to separately go and mark it. And so if it disappeared every time you went there, people who just leave their base marked all the time wouldn't be able to use that as a tool. They'd have to just constantly turn it back on again. So there's definitely good arguments for having it be the way it is. But yeah, so adding an option so you can switch it back and forth between two settings, that would, that's the most expensive way to implement it, and it's not the way that we went. But it's not crazy to ask for it. We just have to figure out where it belongs in the priority list. Okay, how's that farm going? Still not done. It's like it takes a long time to plant a farm. It's so weird. I don't think I've got anything else that I can assign people to do around here.
We need your help. I'm sure we can work something out, right?
Yep, nothing. Ooh, the Devoted Defenders, Guns and Guns. This is the mission that has you bringing a gun to someone. You have to be extremely careful that they don't grab the wrong gun and take one of your favorite guns out of your inventory. It's so obnoxious. In fact, it's so obnoxious that in the internal build we have right now, I've disabled that mission so that it doesn't fire anymore. We'll see how people in the once we release it to the public test realm, we'll see how people feel about not having that mission anymore. In fact, if you have feelings about that mission where you have to give a gun to someone, let me know in the comments if you would be sad if that mission went away forever. Because there's just so much potential for people to lose guns that they care about because they didn't realize that the character's going to take an arbitrary gun out of their inventory. That it feels like the benefit of having that mission, it's like that mission plays the same role as a bunch of other missions. It's only about building up your relationship with an enclave. That's all. And there's lots of other missions that do that. And so I figured that losing that mission probably wouldn't really be that bad, and it would remove, a potential bad experience from a lot of players. So that's my current stance on it. Let me know if you disagree with that approach. Undead Mark points out that he would love to have a toggleable base marker. Just something separate from your own marker that just always tells you where the base is. Yeah, and I don't know if you wrote the idea card on the idea list that asked for that, but we do have an idea card for that, Mark. That, as we start making our, setting our priorities for new UI work, you know what? Maybe I'll bubble that one to the top. I've actually got a list that I sent to Patrick of new UI and UX improvements that I thought might be worth pursuing in the near future. Maybe I'll add that one to the list. Another annoying thing about the mission is it highlights all of your guns. So it's like you just got to have this little exclamation point on every gun, because that's what we do with items that are required by missions. We put exclamation points on them. And that makes sense when it's one specific item, but when it's every gun, it's kind of ridiculous. Okay, well, our farm is almost ready. I'm wondering, do we still have that juggernaut? We couldn't, right? There's no way.
Just to run around slapping zombies, like hard.
Okay, good. Somebody killed that juggernaut. So, Cogs, it's really funny to me, like, how many, like, minor things you're like, why haven't you done this yet? But that Guns and Guns mission being so obnoxious, you're like, I'm fine with it. I know how to avoid it. Whoops. Oops. No. Why do I suck so much?
We left our supplies just lying around, and some of them got ruined.
What? What am I over on? Materials. I've got too many materials. Okay. Well, I do. Do I have a CNC mill? I think I do. Where did I have one, but I think I installed it in the auto shop. Yep. Okay. I want to turn materials into a bunch of parts, but that's going to take a CNC mill. So Omar Fatal asks, don't they take the unequipped gun? There are rules about which gun those the folks will take. They do, so somebody pointed out that they don't take bounty weapons, and that's true. The bounty weapons are excluded from the list of items that they'll take. And so they'll avoid those, but if what you have is, for instance, if you have bounty weapons in your inventory and an equipped weapon, that is a gun, is a non-bounty weapon, they will totally take your equipped gun. And I'm actually not sure what the rules are if you've got a bunch of normal guns, like if you've got multiple guns in your inventory and an equipped gun. I think they might prioritize the unequipped guns, but I don't feel confident enough in that I can promise that they'll never take your equipped gun. Tectonic asks, can some of the bounty guns be found in random locations?
So what feeling happy
bounties
is
that have been taken down. So the way that the bounties often work is when we're making a bounty pack, we'll make a bunch of weapons and we'll make some of them into bounties, most of them into bounties. But occasionally we've got extra guns that just kind of don't fit. But because those guns are often thematically connected to the other ones, like say they're World War II weapons or something like that, we'll still give them the same like bounty marker on the item to say that it is part of that collection. But you'll be able to find it in normal loot. So there's several guns like that. So it is not, uncommon to find guns that have bounty icons on them in loot. But they're special guns that are not actually connected to bounties. There's some exceptions. I think that we've actually mistakenly made the World War II bounty weapons available in rare weapon containers. I think that might have been an accident. Now I feel like we need to look into it. I think there are a couple of guns that were not meant to be in rare weapon containers that are in rare weapon containers. But I could also be misunderstanding how it works. I haven't looked very closely at it. Point is, that's not the intent is for the bounty weapons and the loot weapons to be separate, even if they're united in the same theme. And who knows? We might do a little bit more of that in the future. I've been thinking that, the Echo weapons, the Red Talon weapons, the network weapons, it would probably make sense for them to have little icons on them the same way that the other sets of weapons do. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Yeah, like this, Snowflake for the Stay Frosty pack, the Star for the World War II pack, those little icons, we should probably have a Red Talon icon. We should probably have a network icon, not just a Plunder pack icon. So I think it would...
Anyone free over there? We could use some help.
It would be helpful if, like if you're sort of scanning through loot and you want to recognize weapons that are special.
Resources if we don't build more storage.
And distinguish them from really common weapons. Having more icons like that would probably be helpful. Okay, Cogs hates the badge icons, so never mind. We're going to remove all badge icons from the game because Cogs doesn't like them. Just kidding, Cogs. Cogs is like, okay, good. All right, so I've been waiting a ton of time for this to happen. So let's install Tressy's Grow Chem. So spend plague samples plus 100% yield. So we'll install that. I'll also keep upgrading this farm. Once we're done with the CNC mill, I'll try to blow through some of my materials to make a lot of parts. That'll be helpful. But I think that we've sort of come to the end of what we need to be doing right now. So I'll let that stuff keep going in the background, but I think it's probably time to end this episode. No one is suggesting that I should make more icons and make them massive, make them absolutely take over the weapon tiles just to drive Cogs insane. Yeah, Undead Mark says, yeah, make more icons, noted. All right, cool. Let's switch away from here and wrap up the episode. So if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'm going to put a button right there. I'll also stick, icons, links. I'm out of words. I don't know. Other videos. Next State of Decay 2 video. I'm so tired.